Hello everybody and welcome to the Ultimate Stranger Things Death Ranking. With me. Just like everyone else, I've been mourning the loss of Stranger Things. We're obviously gonna have to wait probably around 2 years for the next season, and I've been laying in bed being depressed over the final episode. Chrissy, wake up. If you know my video, you know how emotional that was for me. I need to rank everyone who died in the show. Why? Because. So yeah, welcome to the Ultimate Stranger Things Death Ranking. Because my opinion is the only one that matters. First, we have put the Duffer Brothers in jail. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. Some of these deaths, especially in the newest season, were extremely heart-wrenching, extremely difficult to process, and ruined my life for the next few months. So for that, I think we should put the Duffer Brothers in jail, or they should pay for our therapy. I think we all can agree on that. The next one is she passed away. Oh, alright.
Oh, she passed away? Oh. Alright.
These deaths are sad. Like, I was sad about it. Maybe I cried. Maybe I was like, oh my god, no. But at the end of the day, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna be alright, you know? Then we have wasted potential / hot. I can explain that, but we will get to that when we get to it, okay? Next one we have just, okay, like, I'm just indifferent about them. I don't really care about their death. Maybe I don't even remember their characters. I'm just like, okay, don't care. Who? And then we have Yas Gaga.
Yes, Gaga! Hey, mama!
So these deaths are just iconic, deserved, made me really happy probably. I love them, I love to see it, and I'm really here for it. Who do I want to start with? Some of these I don't even remember. Some of these I have no idea who these are. There are like 2 or 3 where I'm just like, who are they? You know what, let's start with Benny from season 1. Benny was the one who first came in contact with Elle after she escaped the Hawkins lab. He wanted to help her and called some people, but ended up being killed by the people from the Hawkins lab because they wanted to get Elle back. He was really nice to Elle. He gave her food. He tried to talk to her. He tried to find out if something was up with her. You know, was like a really nice guy, and he cared, okay? So I'm gonna put him... I mean, his death doesn't keep me up at night. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, Benny from season 1, like, no. Don't really care that much. I'm just gonna put him in. She passed away. Oh, alright. Maybe let's go to someone from season 4. Okay, let's do Fred. Let's do Fred. Fred. Did we care about his death? I don't think we did. He was just like a character where you're like, okay, like yeah, let's move on. I guess he killed someone in a car accident and just left them there to die. I don't know what happened there. That was a lot, girl. Yeah, it's just it's okay. Like I don't really care. I don't need him. I don't care about his character at all, so... You know what? Let's do Bob. Bob is a classic character. Her death put the internet on fire. Everyone was like, justice for Bob, justice for Bob. And I agree, we needed justice for Bob, right? Her death was really unfortunate. She seemed like a really cool girl. She deserved so much better. Just because Nancy wanted to get a freak on, wanted to have a sexy night with Steve, didn't mean she should have just left Bob out there the way she did, okay? So Bob's death was really unfortunate and really sad, but where do I put her? I'm tempted to put her in wasted potential. I think we could have done more with Bob. I think she could have been like the really cool, helpful, unpopular girl that, you know, gets shit done. We could have done more with her, so I'm gonna put her in wasted potential. Again, her death doesn't keep me up at night. Okay, let's do these characters from season 3. We have this one. I forgot who this is. If this man walked past me in the streets, I would have no idea who this is.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
But apparently his name was Bruce, and he worked with Nancy. He was like her boss, I want to say. Let me Google this real quick. I don't want to say anything wrong here. He was a journalist for the Hawkins Post who treated female employees working at the Post with disdain, especially Nancy Wheeler. Yeah, that's all we gotta know. Yas Gaga. Disgusting.
Disgusting!
The same goes out for this man, Tom Holloway. He was a journalist and the editor-in-chief of the Hawkins Post. Tom treated Nancy with cruelty as he did not hold women in high regard despite having a wife and daughter. Yeah. Yes, Gaga. Blah. I'm so glad he died. We don't want him. Let's do the Creel family. And with family, I mean the mom and the daughter, because Victor is in a prison, but I think he kind of died with the rest of them, like his life was never the same. Obviously, I don't support killing people, I don't support killing your family, I don't support killing your younger sister. That's messed up, that's really not cute. But I think it was important for the audience to see what type of person Henry was, what he's willing to do and how far he's willing to take things. This kid has no moral compass. He does not give a fuck, okay? So I think for that, it was important for us to see what he did to his family. So I'm gonna put them in She Passed Away, oh, alright. Like, I didn't care that much and I'm like, oh my god, no, that's so sad. No. Yeah, it's sad for them, but I don't really care, okay? Who's this man? Who? I forgot so much from season 3, this is embarrassing. His name is Grigory, whatever. He was like a Russian assassin, I want to say, so he, you know, was just trying to kill our people, so we don't like him, yes, Gaga, but also he's kind of hot, so I kind of want to put him in the ways of the potential hot category, but not hot enough for me to do that, so I'm gonna put him in Yas Gaga. I want to get these people out of the way, I don't care about them. Okay, let's do Patrick. He's Wagner's third victim in season 4. He was one of Jason's friends and he died in the lake when they tried to get Eddie. I wasn't connected to his character at all, so I don't really care about his death, right? So I think I'm just gonna put him in okay. I don't hate this man, I don't love this man. It's okay. Let's do this woman. Her name was Connie. She obviously worked for the Hawkins lab and her death was iconic. I'm gonna put her right in Yas Gaga because her death really showed us what Elle is capable of. She's not afraid to kill someone off if she has to. And that's the difference between her and Wagner, because Henry just killed for fun, right? He killed because he hates humans. But it did show us that Elle is willing to go to that level. Yas Gaga, iconic. Okay, let's do Bob. Bob was great. I really liked Bob. This is difficult because I think I maybe cried when he died. I think his death and Eddie's death, which is difficult to even talk about, but I think they're similar in the way that there were like these new characters that we kind of liked, and then the Duffer Brothers were just like, yeah, let's kill them off. Bye. I don't know if he has wasted potential, and I wouldn't put the Duffer Brothers in jail because it wasn't that deep to me. And I gotta say, I love Hopper and Joyce as a couple, and Bob was just in the way of that. So I'm gonna put him in She Passed Away, oh, alright. But I'm gonna put him, you know, in first place because I love Bob. He didn't deserve to die, obviously. Oh my god, let's do Alexei. Actually, I'm gonna put him and put the Duffer Brothers in jail because his death was extremely sad. I don't even remember like how exactly it happened, but I do remember being heartbroken over it, and he was such a nice dude. Yeah, put the Duffer Brothers in jail. It's so rude. Let's do Sarah Hopper next. She is Hopper's dead daughter who died because of cancer. Listen, do I support innocent young children dying because of cancer? Of course not. I think her death is extremely sad. I feel really bad for Hopper. No kid, no person deserves that ever. But if she hadn't died, Hopper's life would have went extremely differently. I don't think he would have ever adopted Elle. I don't think he would have ever been as invested into all of this if he had his daughter. So I think for the story that we know and love, the death of his daughter was quite necessary. So I'm gonna put her in She Passed Away, oh, alright. I'm such a terrible human being, but I don't care. This is number 10, but I'm gonna have his picture for all the kids that died in the Hawkins lab massacre, and it's the same thing. Like, is it really sad? Of course it's sad. It was terrible to see and really unfortunate and gruesome, like totally terrible, right? But imagine if they didn't die. I think it would be way less cool to have number 1 and 11 if there were so many other kids that also have powers. I mean, I guess it could have been cool if maybe by like the end of season 5 there were all these kids and they kind of came together to fight Vecna. I mean, actually that would kind of be cooler, wouldn't it? I guess I'm just gonna leave them here. They didn't deserve it, obviously, but I get it. I get why it happened. It makes sense story-wise, okay? Let's do Chrissy next, okay? I think Chrissy is someone, she felt really genuine to me, really lovable, like a really cute girl who definitely didn't deserve to die. And I saw potential with Chrissy, especially in combination with Eddie. I think they could have had a great romance, something for the ages, like the popular girl and the weird dude, you know, and that could have been really powerful. So I'm gonna put her in wasted potential because Chrissy was so sweet and she didn't deserve to die the way she did. And out of all the victims that Vecna had, except Max, obviously, I think she was the one where I was the most like, oh no, like, not her. Okay, we are down to the final 6. Let's do the rabbit. I have the rabbit here and I'm gonna put the rabbit straight into put the Duffer Brothers in jail. Obviously you could say, okay, well, the rabbit, just as much as his family, was there to show us how gruesome and terrible Henry is. He killed his family, he tortured this poor rabbit and then killed it. But I think the rabbit is different from his family because it's an animal. It's just different. I think his death was not okay, unnecessary, didn't need that, all around not the best experience for me. So that's why it's at top right now. Okay, Martin Brenner, famously known as Papa. Yes, Gaga. We obviously thought that he died in season 1, which he didn't, and then he came back in season 4. I get why he came back, and I do think his role in season 4 was really important, especially to see Hel's character grow. Kind of then take him away by the end of this season and have him officially die off. That was such a fulfilling, satisfying scene to me because I loved how she did not give him the satisfaction of saying that she understands why he did what he did and left him to die, essentially. And I think that was really powerful and really important for her growth and her character development. So I'm glad that he came back, and I'm even more glad that he was killed off by the end of it. I hate this man, what he did is terrible. Yas Gaga for his death. Absolutely. Okay, we're down to our final 4. Let's do Billy. Listen, Billy was an asshole. I hated him. I hated his guts. I hated everything about him. I wasn't necessarily sad about his death, even though he had like a tiny redemption arc in the end. I think there was definitely potential, but if you look closely, it doesn't only say wasted potential, but also hot. Who else to put in this category than Billy? Should I put him on the front? Let's do it. He is a really hot character, he's a really sexy character, and I would have liked to see more of him. Even just for my eyes. For that, I am sad about his death. I am still kind of mourning about that, so. Next. Let's do Max next, okay? Obviously Max isn't fully gone, we know that. Her death was kind of cheating, just like they did with Hopper. Why I still put her here is because she did die for a minute. Her death scene really had an impact on me and made me cry so much that I just have to include it here. But I do think they will bring Max back. I'm definitely gonna put the Duffer Brothers in jail because that scene broke me, that was traumatizing, that made me cry. That was just so much. I hate it. And especially with her character journey as someone who struggled with depression and suicidal thoughts and then died for a minute. Was definitely hard to watch, and especially because she didn't want to die. In the end, I cried like a baby, but that's okay. Now I'm able to make this tier list and put the Duffer Brothers in their place, okay? In jail. Let's do Jason next. Yeah, Yas Gaga. This man is so annoying. Like, he just wanted to insert himself in this thing that he had no idea about. No, he was terrible. I hate this man. No, ew, no. It's a no for me. So, Yas Gaga.
Yeah.
That leaves us with the one, the only, Eddie Munson. Now, Eddie obviously goes right up there to put the Duffer Brothers in jail. First in line, because Eddie's death is really unfortunate, and I cried for his death too. It was extremely heartbreaking, and also, in my opinion, unnecessary. I do understand that people have to die. It was a really high risk, high stakes situation they were in, so not everyone is gonna make it, but I think it's unfortunate that they had to kill off Eddie, who was new, who just tried his best. Him being like, no, I didn't run away this time, was obviously so sad and, you know, made me cry. I think he should have just ran away and, you know, lived. Because in the end, I don't think his death did a whole lot, and I think for a character that is so iconic and so sweet and had so much potential like him, I think that's quite unfortunate. And I do think there's definitely a pattern with how the Duffer Brothers kill off characters. It's not the main characters, and if it is, like Max and Hopper, they're gonna come back. I do think that they will probably mix that up for season 5. I do think they will kill off some big characters, and I am really afraid of that. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you don't? How would you put these characters? And what did you think of season 4 and Eddie's death and Max's death? I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!